Okay. 10 years of ownership. This is a 2016 model Bad Boy ZTX 60-inch cut mower. And you guys seen from my other videos of the problems and crap I've had with it. Well, I got to thinking, well, it's been 10 years. In 10 years, it's still running. The air filter system I did was what saved my motor. And I need to get valve covers and be able to adjust them the valve lash. There's some things I do to keep this thing alive. It has no charging system. That's why I have this line that goes to this charger. That's the only way it stays running. Because charging system was the first thing that went out on this thing. Now this thing, like I said, it's 10 years old. I've never replaced coils on this one. And that this is the 7000 series Kohler engine. It's hard to read getting down like that. But right over on this side, I think it was this side, might be the other side. No, it was this side. Right against the motor, down on this side, above the oil filter down there, the electrical box, which the stator makes, is it DC? Yeah, DC. And then it gets converted to AC and it goes to the battery. And what that little box is on the side of the motor. Let me think. I got it up underneath here. Let me get that out of the way. Well, I did. It's gone now. I mounted it right here on this crossbar. And the reason is I mounted it there is it's cool right there. You take electrical components and you just put them on the motor and you're just baking the heck out of them. And it worked for a year. I put it off over here, I run a ground to it, and it kept the battery charged. Well, the wiring all melted. And back when I first got this thing, parts was high for this thing. And they're about to get worse because Kohler is into, another company bought a hold of them and they're pillaging the company is what I'm saying. It doesn't look good for the company, for the Kohler mowers, the motors. Now, this is a Bad Boy unit. They used all sorts of different kind of motors in all. This is the starter solenoid. I use a very high amp one. I think that's off a golf cart or a Ford truck. And you keep them, set up like that, grounded out, and you see I raised it up with some washers, and that helps it to keep cool. And so I've been able to not burn up so many of them. Now, one thing I did do that I believe helped keep me from burning up the coils on the motor is on this negative side. I run a line to the body. I run a line to the motor itself. You can see where it's right there. No, that goes to the starter. It's off over here. But I take the negative and run it off everywhere. A linear actuator. It still works. The problem with your linear actuator is that when you're running it down low, you'll see when you get down low like that, it'll run off the end of the screw and you can't pick it back up. You run a rod in there and pull this back, and while you're pushing the switch to go up, which would be that way, and you get it to screw back in and work. They quit they quit putting these on mowers quite a while back, and I don't blame them. I just put a new battery in it. I want to get I'd like to replace all these relays just for giggles. These switches go bad pretty easily. There is new models out there that have a red and a yellow cap, and they're rated for 10 amps more of use. I've had to replace the switch. I'm going to be replacing the start switch right here. The company says at 250 hours on this motor, well, these older Kohlers, they would like the head gaskets replaced and a valve job done and crap like that. And to me, 250 hours, that's kind of crappy. Anyhow, I'm going to do that because I got to take this off because I want to get that charging system done. I'm really tired of this crap of having just to charge it, and I only get one start. I can't stop the yard. When I get out in the yard and start mowing, I have to completely do it and all. The air filter system is a great system. My oil stays nice and clean. Little containers right here for the hydrostats. I change them every couple of years. Change out the filters and the oil in that. I go through blades. I keep blades on hand. At least go through a set of blades per year. I try to sharpen it during the year at least once, halfway through the season. I've hardly got a chance to ever use them headlights. I used to mow at night, and then when the charging system went out, I can't mow no more. I put fenders on the front because it was taking wet grass and crap and throwing it up onto me. Now when I first got this thing, I put like a couple of cups of slime in each tire, and I've only had to fill these tires up once in the whole 10 years I've had this thing. At the first of the year, this is acetone nail polish, and I'll put a couple tablespoons of this in my fuel tank, and it cleans up. I've never rebuilt the carburetor in this thing, and during the winter I'll fill it up, and I'll put some storage stabilizer, fuel stabilizer in it for the winter. And during the summer, when I get ready to go, I'll do an oil change on the motor and get it ready to roll. I have I got this over at Atwood's. Let's see if I can get this up. Sorry about that. This is a suspension seat. I picked that up, and it's got too strong a spring for me. It does somewhat work, but it is still a stiff ride, and I had to move it way back to get it to fit. I haven't adjusted this out. This is your emergency brake, and then of course it don't work. The handles always break off them, so I just ended up zip tying them. I've only replaced one belt, and that was the deck belt, and it's because I hit a piece of metal and it slung up into them pulleys right there and cut the belt. And I haven't replaced any of the other belts in it. I haven't had to replace any of these little wheels. I mean, overall, the bad boy is built quite well. It's the motor that is the pile of crap on this thing. And like I said, I've never replaced the coils. But I'm going to save up and do the charging system. I'm going to put the aftermarket valve covers on there so I can start adjusting my valves. I run original stock style of starter. The aftermarket starters all fall apart, and I have a video out there about that and the reason why. Let me show you. In my pile of parts right here, I run the E3 3.2 spark plug, and I've had these in for like 5 years, and it runs great. 3.2. This is the 747cc motor that I'm running. And I keep plenty of parts. Like I said, here these are the style of solenoids I like for the starters to keep this thing going. It's been a booger to keep this thing going. I'd like to get it to a good state, a better state than what it's in. And it's going to be a booger to get to them, you know, replace some head gaskets and all that crud. But to me, it's going to have to be done. I get a chance, I can clean it all up, get it a valve job, get new springs, valve springs in there. If I could find stronger springs, I'd put them in there too, and stuff like that. But other than that, I mean, 10 years old. I built my own block-off plate, and I got a video about that out there. But the mower itself is okay. The motor is what the problem is. And I was going to try to come up with I found an alternator. It's a small one. It's about this big around. It's used in race cars. It's a one-wire system, and it was like a 30 amp. And I was going to build something off that fan and run it, you know, and put it off on that frame right there. But the guy that works on my stuff every now and then, he said that they had so much trouble with this motor and the charging system that they released the parts that are more affordable now. So I looked, and yeah, they're more affordable. When it first happened, it was expensive to fix that. I built a switch system right here. That way I could get in here and pop this thing loose when I need to work on it. For my lights that I hardly ever use. But yeah, keep you an extra switch or two. Keep extra 2 of these around. I'm going to replace that ignition switch. It's just stuff like that. It's electrical is the main problem with these. So anyhow, that's catching you guys up on what this is about and what's going on with this. And you guys have a good one, and we'll catch you on my next video.